Roland and House Wolffort succeed in reclaiming Glenbrook, but they cannot rest easy, for new dilemmas threaten to tear the kingdom apart. For one, the secret of Serenor's birth come to light with Lord Simon's passing. Meanwhile, the newly crowned King Roland struggles to reconcile his ideals with reality after punishing the Royalists. Finally, there's the truth about the Roselle and the untapped salt crystals buried within the earth, revealed in a book to Frederica from her late mother. None of these revelations have an easy solution. As all parties discuss the matters, they receive word that the survivors of the Isfrosti army are gathering at the Grand Norzélienne mines. Forced to put all else aside to focus on driving out their foe, Serenor and his comrades steel themselves for battle.
Chapitre 16. Sommeille, pauvre enfant.
The remnants of the Isfrosti forces are gathering at the Grand Norzélienne mines. Or perhaps I should say they are rallying there, preparing to defend it to the last.
Something tells me you're right. Gustadolf may have used Lord Dragan's murder as pretext for invading Glenbrook. Yet I believe his true aim was to seize control, not of our kingdom, but of the mines.
Once Glenbrook fell to them, Esfrost did indeed continue mining operations, with notable zeal. Apparently, they transported huge shipments of what they excavated to the duchy, too.
You mean iron ore?
One would assume as much, but we do not know for certain. They say only a chosen few were allowed to have anything to do with the mining or transport.
Odd, ain't it? Granted, the iron from the Grand Norzélienne mines is supposed to be decent stuff.
But the Duchy has access to plenty of other iron mines of comparable quality. They've certainly no need to go to such pains to obtain resources from this one.
You reckon there's something special about it?
What my mother wrote of must be true.
I've returned from scouting the Grand Norzélienne mines. There were no signs of miners or couriers anywhere. The enemy's numbers do not appear that great, but the soldiers were occupied with some task within the mine. I cannot say exactly how many they are.
Thank you, Huette. Well done. Well, there you have it. The Isfrosti army is scheming something at the mines. Whatever they are planning, we cannot allow them to continue unchallenged.
Then let us reclaim the Grand Norzélienne mines. And in doing so, we shall discover the Duchy's aims in due course.
Ok, très bien, donc ça nous mène au palais de l'oracle si vous voulez. Par contre, on a une intrigue de personnages avec Anna. Anna part à la recherche d'indices sur l'identité de ses parents. Et Rador semble savoir quelque chose à ce sujet.
Under this tree.
This here's the land of the Jax clan. Or used to be, more like. That clasp on your chest, that's their sigil, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a memento from my parents. Or so I was told.
Aye, now that I'm looking for it, I can see the resemblance. Same silvery hair and everything. Villages near here met with a pretty terrible fate. They begged the armies to spare their fields. The only one who listened was one of House Wolffort's bannermen. No one was surprised, big war hero that he was. But by the time we got here, the Jax had been all but exterminated. He was digging graves for the dead, enemy and all. A hero and a gentleman he was. Names on the tip of my tongue.
Benedict.
Aye, that was it. Do you know the man? I'd like you to pass on my gratitude, if you do.
Thanks for showing me the way.
Your coin's all the thanks I require. If that's all you'll be needing me for, I'll leave you to it.
You make a poor stalker.
Ain't exactly what I'm built for.
You fought in the battle here, didn't you?
Benedict swore me to secrecy. But suppose it ain't break an oath if you already know. Oh, but first I ought to tell you. You've the right to the truth. And those ain't my words. They're his. That's why he never tried to stop you from finding out about your parents.
You know of their fate?
We drove the enemy up the cliff top. Cornered him there. The same instant we cut their leader down, a babe cried out in the distance. In the hideout, we found you, all swaddled up. A letter pinned to you with that same clasp on your chest.
Live strong, Anna. Stronger than any. I see now.
Your family died at our hands. If it's vengeance you want, you can take it out on me.
That doesn't sound like the Eredor I know. Do you think so little of me? To assume I would forsake my friend, bloody my hands with revenge. I know the truth at last. That is enough.
Is it, Anna? Or are you forcing it to be?
Don't be a fool. Benedict is the one who raised me. If I ever want for a father, I know where to find him. When we've won this war, I shall make sure he understands that.
Ah, Anna, meilleur perso. L'action de Serenor se sont renforcées. Les 700, à l'exception de Serenor, se sont rassemblés dans la salle d'audience du Palais de l'Oracle.
Glenbrook has withdrawn from the sanctions and reopened trade with us.
King Roland is truly a man of his word.
Furthermore, during the battle for the Crown City, our forces sustained nary a scratch, while the Asfrosti were all but crushed. We could not have asked for a more auspicious outcome.
An outcome that would not have been possible without the Elfric we supplied them. Still, Minister Serenor and House Wolffort must be given credit for aiding in our victory.
Minister Exham, how strange to hear you lavish such praise upon another.
I am only speaking truth. Leaving Minister Serenor in Glenbrook's hands is unwise.
I agree. As one of the Saintly Seven, he belongs here with us.
Of course. We shall bring him under our thumb. The Holy One has plans for the young lord. Making him our creature has the added benefit of bringing his entire domain under Hyzantian rule.
But I doubt His Majesty will be so willing to part with him.
Oh, indeed. And yet King Roland owes us a great debt, which will be all the greater after we help him rebuild the Crown City. We will so overwhelm him with generosity, he will be unable to refuse us anything.
So, you mean to seize Glenbrook as well, Minister Edor? Somehow I am unsurprised.
I seek nothing more than to spread the goddess's grace and wisdom. To Glenbrook and even Esfrost, until her divine protection shelters Norzélia in its entirety. That is what the goddess desires, and therefore, what the Hierophant desires as well.
Ok. Est-ce que nous avons les quêtes annexes qui apparaissent? Non. Non, non, non. L'histoire continue. Une cargaison provenant de la nouvelle mine était sur le point de franchir la porte des 2 Sentinelles.
Is this all of it?
Yes, my lord. This is all the cargo we were able to carry. Our comrades at the mine should be putting the final touches on everything right about now.
And why is no one telling me what is happening? I don't even know what cargo you are hauling.
We're only following Archduke Gustadolf's orders, my lord.
Yes, I understand that. Stop your sniveling. Perhaps you may have heard the Archduke has summoned me to Ironstone. This may be the last time I serve at this fort. As such, I would like to show my appreciation for everything you've done. Do you have a moment?
The sentiment is appreciated, my lord, but the Archduke insisted we make haste.
And did he also insist you spit in the face of his uncle's generosity?
No, my lord. Of course not. I meant no disrespect. We shan't refuse your gracious offer.
Come with me.
Can all that cargo truly be naught but iron ore? I suppose I shall have to find out what it is for myself.
Ok. Bon, là, ça s'enchaîne plutôt vite dans ce chapitre 16. Afin d'enquêter et de reprendre la mine, Serenor et son équipe s'y infiltrent et tombent sur des survivants d'Istfrost. Avec cette magnifique musique en fond.
Were those the only ones?
I do not understand. There were far more soldiers here when I came scouting.
They've mined more since the last time we were here. Perhaps the enemy is further within.
Likely that's the case. But navigating these twisted tunnels ain't gonna be fun.
Indeed, the enemy may be waiting to ambush us around any corner. I advise we familiarize ourselves with the nearby tunnels before we head any deeper into the mine, Lord Serenor.
Agreed. Let's take care to cover our tracks while we look around.
On dirait que le duché d'Istfrost n'a pas chômé pour poursuivre l'exploitation de la mine. Ils ont notamment ajouté beaucoup de rails, sans doute pour transporter de grandes quantités de minerais par chariot. Bon, on pourra les utiliser d'ailleurs. Poursuivons nos recherches en restant à l'affût de toute trace ennemie. Nous pourrions découvrir un indice essentiel. Pourquoi ne pas emprunter ces chariots? Ils permettraient de traverser les galeries bien plus vite. Je vais vérifier s'ils fonctionnent. Et qui sait, ils pourraient aussi se montrer utiles en cas d'échauffourée. Phew, heureusement que vous m'avez alerté, jeune maître. En effet, tu aurais pu subir de graves blessures en cas de collision. Raison de plus pour user de prudence pendant notre investigation. Ah, ça va être une map particulière, je sens. Ne serait-ce pas les sphères explosives dont Dragan nous avait parlé? Plusieurs d'entre elles sont éparpillées dans ce tunnel. Ce n'est pas pour me rassurer. Encore une sphère explosive. Plusieurs d'entre elles sont... Ok. Grande régie curative. Même après la mort de Dragan, les travaux de la mine se sont poursuivis comme si de rien n'était. Le duché avait-il prévu que les événements se dérouleraient ainsi depuis le début? Wow, ah ouais, c'est grand. Ok. Ah, en fait, je peux préparer le chariot à l'avance. Très bien. Je vais parler à Roland. Dire que cette mine était considérée comme le symbole de l'union entre les trois nations. Difficile de l'imaginer maintenant. À ton avis, Serenor, que devrions-nous faire de cet endroit à l'avenir? Pour le moment, rien, nous aurons tout le temps de nous en soucier une fois des problèmes plus urgents réglés. Cette mine se situe sur les terres de Wolffort et par extension de Glenbrook. Administrons-la ensemble. Pourquoi ne pas t'en servir pour rebâtir le pays en y faisant travailler ceux qui ont perdu leur emploi pendant la guerre? Offrir une source de revenus honnête aux victimes du conflit tout en permettant au royaume de recouvrir sa productivité. En voilà une excellente idée. Seul ennui cependant, Dragan n'est plus là pour creuser la roche avec ses explosifs, pourvu que nous arrivions à nous débrouiller par nos propres moyens. Quand on veut, on peut, et je veux désespérément reconstruire Glenbrook. Ça a bien changé. Personne ne peut prédire quand un soldat, soit ou deux, vont nous tomber dessus. Mais la bonne nouvelle, c'est qu'on pourra les accueillir en leur envoyant ces chariots en pleine poire. Par contre, il faudra faire attention à ne pas percuter nos propres alliés. Ah, ça va être une map très particulière. « 3500, on prend. S'ils ont vu le besoin d'installer autant de chariots, c'est qu'ils devaient exploiter les filons de la mine à plein régime. Quelle raison avait-il de pousser les travaux aussi loin en si court laps de temps? Chevalière de jet. Au moment de la vigueur, la magie ne reçoit aucun PT au début de chaque tour. Il y a un type d'unité où j'ai pas forcément beaucoup besoin de... Bah, lui, je suis désolé, mais ses capacités sont pas dingues. Hein. Je vais peut-être m'y mettre à lui. Empêche le recul. Ah, ça, c'est bien aussi. On va mettre ça à Roland. Ok, je peux les faire venir et les utiliser. Ok, j'ai pas parlé à Huguette là-haut par contre. Comment elle est allée là-haut? Ah, en plus il y a un truc brillant, ça tombe bien. Fibre exceptionnelle. Sensationnelle. Oh, il reste un truc là-bas en plus. Je suis fermé. Il y avait plus de soldats tout à l'heure. Ils doivent s'être retranchés dans les tunnels. C'est peu qu'ils préparent une embuscade. Cherchons autour de nous ce que nous pourrions utiliser en cas d'attaque. Trajet miraculeuse. Ok. On a le chariot. Le chariot, nous, on pourrait le prendre comme ça. Tac. En fait, j'essaie de les mettre à mon avantage. Celui-là, on le ramène. De notre côté, c'est pas mal. Comme ça, après, on envoie des tanks. Tac, tac, tac. Ça on le garde pour nous pour aller plus vite. J'ai vu qu'il y avait un petit truc brillant ici. Bois de qualité, très bien. On va parler à Anna. Ouais, bah je crois que c'est bon. Je n'arrive pas à comprendre. Que l'on projette de défendre un territoire ou que l'on planifie une évacuation, il est plus judicieux dans les deux cas de réunir sa force de frappe à l'entrée de la zone. Alors pourquoi les soldats Isfrossois se sont-ils retranchés jusqu'au fin fond de la mine? Je ne vois pas l'intérêt de déployer des unités dans un espace aussi étroit, à moins que ce ne soit un piège. Les soldats prennent rarement des décisions seuls. On a dû leur ordonner de rester à l'intérieur de ce tunnel. Mais pourquoi faire? Récolter plus de minerais? Si c'était le cas, la tâche aurait été confiée à des mineurs, pas à des soldats. Je penche plutôt pour une tactique militaire. Une tactique, oui, mais laquelle? Tout cela ne me dit rien qui vaille. Il y en a un qui est ensanglanté et pas l'autre. D'autres soldats se cachent peut-être encore à l'intérieur. Nous devons être très prudents. Ok. Ça va être un combat bien compliqué, je pense. Des serres explosives parsèment le sol absolument partout. Ce n'est pas normal.
Benedict, these spheres everywhere. Unless I'm mistaken, they're explosives.
Yes, a means Lord Dragan devised for breaking through the bedrock. They aren't as powerful as blast crystals, but they are simple to set and can be manipulated to go off at the same time.
Reckon I'll go collect whatever charges are left, my lord. Just to be safe.
Thank you. I do not find it strange that there are explosives in a mine, only that they have been left here.
Indeed. As deadly as they are, one would hope they were stored more safely.
You'd think the miners would have put them at the far end of the tunnel if they meant to use them.
But they're everywhere, along the whole length.
If they were to detonate, the entire tunnel would collapse.
Then they must have been left here on purpose.
Intruders! Get them!
Yes, Frosty Army!
Let's battle! Niveau 26 recommandé. Très bien. Écoutez, c'est l'heure de la petite sauvegarde. Je vais aller voir si j'ai débloqué des nouvelles choses et puis on se retrouve pour le combat. A tout de suite. Ok, bon bah du coup une nouvelle mission secondaire qui a été faite, qui était sympa, avec un combat de boss en plus, et quelques niveaux supplémentaires, et donc nous allons continuer l'histoire en espérant que ça passe. Les tunnels sont jonchés de sphères explosives, ce qui éveille les soupçons de Serenor. Soudain, des soldats ennemis apparaissent.
The Frosty mean to seal off the mine.
Do not let them through the tunnel. Kill them.
But this is House Wolffort we're up against, Commander.
Think I don't know that? The battle won't be easily won. But if we've the metal to use our explosives, victory may cost us our lives, but we can take those Wolffort curs with us. For Esfrost, for an end to Hyzantian tyranny. We must blockade the mines. Soldiers, make ready.
Aye! No, they don't mean to.
They would blow the tunnel at the cost of their own lives?
Ne me dis pas que ça va être une mission où il va falloir empêcher les sphères d'exploser. Hein. Oh mon dieu, ça va être ça. Laissez une des sphères explosives détonner. Oh non. C'est horrible. Ok, donc il faut des ennemis rapides, enfin des personnages rapides.
I'll do my best.
At once!
On va quand même lire les explications qui vont avec. Les sphères explosives. Les ennemis vont placer des explosifs sur le terrain qui se déclencheront au bout d'un moment, on ne sait pas combien de temps. Pour désamorcer un explosif, placez une unité sur l'une des cases adjacentes et détruisez-le avant qu'il ne soit trop tard. Les chariots. Vous pouvez sélectionner des cases. Ok. Ok. Eh ben écoutez, c'est parti. Je sens que ce combat va être laborieux aussi. Par contre, on a le droit à une musique de qualité encore.
Comrades, we will seal off the mines, whatever it takes.
If it costs us our lives to destroy our enemy, so be it. Detonate the charges and let them rot in pieces among the iron.
We've no hope if they set off the explosives. Do not take this lightly. They're willing to martyr themselves to defeat us.
I will end this.
Ça fait pas mal de dégâts. Par contre, j'aurais jamais dû me mettre devant. La question, c'est savoir au bout de combien de temps ça explose.
Here I come. This battle is ours.
Surtout la question.
All right, the rest of you, keep going.
J'allais poser la question. J'ai ma réponse. Très bien.
Where shall we strike?
Savoir est-ce qu'ils en sortent une autre du moment que j'ai désactivé une ou est-ce qu'ils les sortent un peu quand ils veulent.
I shall try my level best.
Ça compte comme une action, on est d'accord? Ouais.
Let me heal your
Bah
wounds.
écoutez, moi je pense qu'on va envoyer Anna désamorcer. Hein. Je pense que c'est le meilleur truc à faire. Hein.
Victory goes to the Swiss.
Incredible.
I'll take you on! Show me what you're made of.
I'll show you what I can do. Ready to see it stand? Allow me.
Ah, celui-là c'est fait.
My time has come.
Explose après 50 actions. Ah ouais. Bon, ça va alors. Mais 50 actions pour moi ou pour tout le monde?
I won't lose.
Here I come.
Très dangereux ce que j'ai fait là.
Darkness engulfs you.
Ça quoi. Ah mais ça y est, ils ont toutes les techniques et tout. Ah ouais. Très bien.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. There is always a way.
Curses!
Voilà, c'est plus des ennemis tout mignons. Ah, sérieusement?
Be at ease.
My thanks.
One step closer to our hope.
Faut tous les tuer et faire en sorte que ça pète pas, la vache.
Lightning!
I've been waiting for this.
May I?
Look at me learning. At your command. Here you fall.
Let me show you what I've learned. Flames, heed my call for a better world.
J'ai l'impression que c'est au total.
Into the shadows.
Here I come.
Try this!
Allow me.
My pride is my shield.
For the honor of House Wolffort.
Cool heads shall prevail. Make the most of this.
This won't be easy.
My utmost thanks.
Go!
Here I come.
Faut aller dans les chariots. Eux. Que cette blague?
Come at me, your hands.
Sérieusement, j'ai perdu Roland, quoi.
Now or never.
I will end this. For myself.
I stand ready. You did that one well.
I see a path to victory.
I am at your back.
For the future of House Wolffort.
I shall reach greater heights.
Oh, il a pris forteresse, je me demande à quoi ça sert.
Sound strike. Victory is within reach.
Merde, ça a pas marché.
I won't give in.
My arrow flies true.
Take that! Taste my shield!
Stop là, on se calme.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
I needed that.
From where shall we strike?
Actions, ça va.
I hope you're watching, grandfather.
C'est marrant, lui, il puisse pas aller dans le chariot.
I shall try my level best.
Face my shield!
Allow me.
I've been waiting for this!
I will end this.
Suffer.
I'll take this.
I stand ready.
Il y avait que ça comme ennemi, je trouve ça bizarre.
On guard!
Forcément. Par contre, ouais. Les bombes, ça commence à piquer là. Wouah! Pardon. Un peu abusé là quand même.
I shall do what I can. Make the most of this.
That'll do!
Defeat is not an option.
« 24 ! Oh la vache, j'y arriverai jamais.
I hope you're watching, grandfather.
Pas convaincu du tout.
Don't be on one. I did it.
Who needs my shield?
Putain, il manque que dalle, t'es sérieux? Il manque que dalle.
This will serve.
They're going to detonate any minute. Quickly!
I will end this.
D'accord, en fait, il y a un chemin pour les mages, en gros.
Time to work.
Non, je ne vais pas appeler le chariot, faudrait être con.
I see a path to victory.
Ouh, alors attendez. On peut le faire. Ah non, il manque une case. Ah, donc je peux me mettre là. Oh oui, ça marche. Oui, oui, ça marche.
We must stay vigilant.
Are you in need?
Celle-là est désamorcée, c'est bien.
You won't beat me! Out of my way!
I shall do what I can.
This battle is ours. This battle is ours. My pride is my shield.
Moi, je vais réussir quand même.
Forward.
Now that hit the mark. My shield.
Time for some sorcery. So be
Uh-oh. Time to work.
I'll take this.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Je vais me dégoûter si je peux pas. Dans deux actions, c'est mort. C'est fini. Oh non, mais t'es sérieux?
I shall try my level best.
Ah oui. Ah oui, Bénédicte. Ouh. Oh, yes. Ah, ça fait du bien.
Out of my way. Are you in need?
Ah, attention, Bénédicte là. Et merde.
Two heads shall prevail. You misjudged me.
D'accord. Oh non, sérieux.
Bastards! We'll have no home to return to if we fail this.
More soldiers. We need to stop them before.
This battle is ours. Now!
For the honor of House Wolffort.
Now I end this.
On est beaucoup trop séparés là.
I will end this.
This will
hurt. I feel stronger already. You won't escape.
I fight for peace.
On va mettre un bouclier de flammes sur notre ami le mage.
Let me, I won't let you down.
Faites effectivement attention.
Time for some sorcery. I can do this.
Oh mais ils sont sérieux. Eh, c'est que les mages qui posent ou quoi? Non, on va surtout pas faire ça.
Push on through.
My time has come.
Move aside. Back at you.
Et merde.
Impossible.
Oublie toujours que j'ai la bague.
Let me heal your wounds.
Ah, la Gia sur le coup là. C'est pas ouf là.
Here I come. Darkness, victory is ours!
Aha! Defeat is not an option. Here! For my kith and kin.
Your orders?
On va mettre une petite dragée curative pour tout le monde là. Et après on va attaquer celui qui est derrière. Si je pouvais lui foutre un petit poison, ce serait cool.
Suffer.
Ok, il va mourir, c'est bon.
I will end this.
Comment dire que les gars, vous allez souffrir là?
Fires roar. I hope you're watching, grandfather. Wind!
Cool heads shall prevail.
J'ai foutu une accélération sur le Gila. Ouais, là le petit point faible, c'est le Gila, beaucoup trop lente.
I've been waiting for this. Out of my way.
Impressed?
Allez hop, ça meurt. Waouh. Ah non, eux aussi ils peuvent poser des bombes. Merde. Autant dire que c'est la baisse en fait.
The hunt is on. Ha! Victory is ours.
Time to work.
Donc n'importe qui peut poser des bombes, c'est génial.
Much appreciated. I'll make you proud, grandfather. I fight for peace.
En soi, j'ai le temps, mais...
Flame, heed my call for a better world.
J'ai clairement le temps ici. Un peu moins ici.
At your command. Yeah! Give me strength.
Let me heal your wounds. Go quick. My growth is plain to see.
Pour au moins gagne des niveaux.
Come at me. Out of my way. Got it.
Ouais, merde.
My shield.
Battle is ours.
It's broken.
Not another step.
Time to work.
Victory is within reach.
On va essayer de l'endormir. 63% de chance de l'endormir. Passe.
This is bad. Just hold on, everyone. Much appreciated.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Your wounds are... My apologies.
Forward!
Thought you had me, huh?
Let me show you what I've learned. Stay right there.
I'll take you on.
Ça va le faire. Bon, je rachète des objets de soins aussi.
I love the battlefield.
Time to work.
Oui, j'ai pas fait la tenaille.
This battle is ours.
You left yourself open.
Let me heal your wounds.
Allow me.
I owe you.
Let me show you what I've learned.
31, ouais, c'est bon.
For the honor of House Wolffort.
That hit the mark.
I will end this. Suffer. This'll hurt.
I've been waiting for
Pas impossible que dans le scénario ils aient laissé des bombes au fond.
The hunt is on.
Non, ça va, j'aurais largement eu le temps en fait.
Focus.
I shall do what I can. This is what I do.
I owe you.
I will end this.
Let's finish this.
Stay right there.
His frosty soldiers have been dealt with. The mine is ours again.
Eh, ça s'est joué à un tour, heureusement qu'il y avait Bénédicte. Incroyable. Je vous laisse apprécier.
That was close. To think they tried to collapse the tunnel with themselves still inside.
Why would the Esfrosti blow themselves up to destroy the place they were charged to defend? It makes no strategic sense.
Nothing Esfrost does make sense. But if they were this desperate, there must be something in there they do not want us finding. We must see what lies at the end of this tunnel.
Now let us press on.
Oh! These pink rocks aren't iron.
It's salt. Or rather... salt crystal.
Crystallized salt, untapped beneath the earth. The Rosellan legend my mother recorded is true.
The grand Norzélienne mines must have been built upon a vein of crystals. This explains how Esfrost was able to cut ties with Hyzant.
As long as they could excavate their own, they didn't need to rely on the salt from the Holy State. They could fight without it.
How do you think Gustadolf discovered this?
Lord Dragan was in charge of the mines, until he was assassinated in that sudden Esfrosti raid, which Gustadolf used as a pretense to invade Glenbrook, after which he claimed control of the mines. That tells me Lord Dragan was likely the first to discover the salt crystals. However, a struggle ensued between him and Gustadolf over their ownership.
So Gustadolf had him killed in order the invasion of Glenbrook. In order to seize control of the mines and secure the salt crystals for himself. That scheming bastard!
Looks like we made the right call, taking back the mines. They already took loads of salt crystals to the duchy, but even that ain't gonna last them forever.
Indeed. If we can hold the mines, Esfrost will have no choice but to surrender.
And what if they discover another vein of salt crystals elsewhere?
A real possibility, if the Rosellan legend is to be believed. But the Grand Norzélienne mines only succeeded because all three powers worked together. If this is the kind of terrain salt crystals are found in, Esfrost cannot dig a new mine all on their own that easily.
Meaning they are at their most vulnerable now, without a source of salt to call their own.
This does not concern only Esfrost. The existence of salt crystals will undermine the very foundation upon which Hyzant is built.
If people knew that, then the two pillars of Hyzantian power, the source and the might of their goddess, would crumble.
And it would prove the Rosellan legend is true. If we reveal the truth, they would be forced to free the Roselle they've imprisoned.
We hold the very future of Norzélia in our hands.
Whatever we decide to do, we cannot decide it lightly.
Indeed. For now, let us return to the Crown City. Hewitt, send word to the capital. I want Kingdom soldiers posted around this entire area. Tell them to allow no one anywhere near the mines.
It shall be done, sire.
This must be what the old man was hoping to find.
So, our army failed to secure the Grand Norzélian mines.
It would seem House Wolffort interfered. Glenbrook forces already surround the area, so retaking the mines is likely out of the question.
They must have discovered the salt crystals. Damn them. Gather our soldiers, and be quick about it.
Aye, Your Grace.
I see you finally decided to answer my summons, Svarog.
I shan't use laboring in secret to complete the death knell as an excuse. Punish me as you see fit. If you think you can, that is.
I ought to wipe that impertinent smile off your face.
I saw what they brought in from the Grand Norzélian mines.
Huh. So you know of the salt crystals?
Enough secrets, Gustadolf. Tell me what you are planning.
To use those salt crystals to put the final nail in Hyzan's coffin. To free the people of Norzélia from their tyranny by ending their monopoly over salt.
By which you mean the strong would be free to trample the weak. Is that it?
I will not argue semantics. Though it is at least far more human to struggle for one's own survival, rather than capitulate to the whims of some goddess. People have the right to discover their own strength, and wield it to claim what is rightfully theirs. Just as you are contesting me at this very moment, Uncle.
How long have you known of the salt crystal's existence?
I learned of the possibility long ago, when I read of them in an old text from the archives. Ancient knowledge should never be discarded, as you well know, since you had Dragan study there to perfect his explosives.
You are the one who had him killed.
Spare me your unfounded speculation.
Unfounded, you say? Dragan oversaw the mine. It only stands to reason that he would have discovered the salt crystals first. So you, in your greed, had him killed, so that you might claim his discovery for your own! Not only that, but you used his murder as a pretext to invade Glenbrook. Am I wrong?
Huh. You have an admirable imagination. Admirable, but mistaken. Your son was quite the ambitious man, you know.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean. Indeed, Dragan did discover the salt crystals. Who else do you think told me of their existence? Yet he refused to hand them over unless I made him Prime Minister of Esfrost. And your son's scheming didn't end there. At the same time, he had initiated negotiations with Glenbrook. He offered them salt crystals in exchange for a noble title. He sought to fatherland and foe for all he could get.
Lies! All of it! How dare you dishonor my son's name!
I thought if anyone understood the extent of Dragan's ambition, it would be you. Uncle, now is not the time for family squabbles. Glenbrook now knows of the salt crystals. It is but a matter of time until Hyzant learns of them as well. We must make ready to stand against them.
What would you have me do?
The death knell is taking far too long to build. See that it is finished with haste. Do that, and I will name you my Prime Minister, so you may fulfill your dearly departed son's dream in his stead.
Very well.
There is no time to waste. War will be upon our doorstep before we know it. A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzélia in her glorious entirety.
Et c'est la fin du chapitre 16. On sent qu'on arrive bientôt à la fin. Bon, c'était bien du sel au final, des cristaux, des gemmes de sel du coup qu'il y avait dans la mine. Ça aurait pu être encore autre chose, mais effectivement, ouais, du sel. On savait que le sel, c'était quelque chose qui manquait à Aesfrost, et donc... Ouais. Mais écoutez, en tout cas, encore des révélations, ça avance. Le combat dans la mine était chaud, hein, par contre. Mais on y est arrivé, heureusement. Et donc, je vous dis à la prochaine pour, je pense, faire une dernière ou peut-être 2 sessions. À voir. Je pense qu'on va partir sur 20 chapitres. Vu comment c'est parti, je pense que ce sera une vingtaine de chapitres. C'était le Gal 29 pour RPG Univers. On est à 32 heures de jeu. Bientôt la fin de Triangle Stratégie. Ce jeu est génial, jouez-y. Et puis en tout cas, merci à tous ceux qui suivent cette aventure depuis le début. J'espère que ça vous plaît.